Cheerio. Hope all of you are well. Hello to everyone. It was a little too dark in the porch, so I came out by the pool. I'll also let you know that I'm having a meeting this evening with my unmarried tech guy who probably would like a wife. Send your information below because I really want to put out this little YouTube twits video. I mean, she's beating that guy up in the elevator and he's doing everything he can. And it's just sad. But then another thing I wanted to say, if you're thinking about Chris Watts or Shannon, put your thoughts below because I'm craving a Chris Watts video. Isn't this creepy? It's been over 4 years. August 2018. Over 4 years. And I'm going to assume many of you are just as obsessed as I am. I can tell by my views yesterday that you're not liking my Michael Dunn stuff as much, but I am, and I believe that there are other people, and hopefully they'll find me through this. I can't get over this dude. He must have testicles that are that big, and they did nothing for him. Okay, so this letter is to Rhonda. It's dated December 5th, 2012. Remember, the shooting happened November 23rd, 2012. He met with an attorney just within a matter of days, and the attorney told him, "You're going to have a bail hearing December 3rd. At that point, we will be able to establish this was not first-degree murder, and you will be released on bond." Okay, so you see that sun? It's just cooking my little body. So we're going to go down to that end. But, uh-oh. Can you see me? Oh, there you are. So I'm walking. Look, we had, see all these little new trees planted? I really don't know what they're called, but I check the water every day. I've got one of those moisture meters, and I love it. When those things first came out 30, 25 years ago, I thought they were junk, and they were, but I have a different opinion of them now. Okay. Thank you for dealing with my transportation issues. Whoa, this seat is not quite as conducive as the other one. It's like I'm in a recliner. My former brother-in-law would drive like he's laying back. And the poor dude was only about 5'5". But, goodness, this little area down here looks quite cute, but it's not terribly comfortable. Okay, here we go. Anyway, December 5th. We have to fix this. This is December 3rd. December 3rd, he was getting the bond hearing. This letter is dated December 5th. So he's spent about 2 weeks in jail, and his attorney assured him he would be released on bail December 3rd. That didn't happen. December 5th. You ready? Baby. Okay. If you want to date me and you call me baby, it's not going to happen. I'm not your baby. I'm your woman. To me, that's creepy. Baby has never been a thing for me, and my entire life, if a dude called me baby, I'd let him know right away. I'm like, oh no, that's creepy to me. Babe is cool. I call everyone babe. I mean, my coworkers, oh, thanks, babe. I'm a babe person. Oh, it's hot out here. Global warming. Oh, it's cooking us, right? Okay. Baby. My first envelope to you went out this morning. I hope it reaches you in a timely manner and that you can read my atrocious writing. Well, he's correct about that. My 11-year-old has better penmanship than this dude does. Oh, another happy face. This fucking weirdo likes his happy faces. To me, that's creepy for a man. I finished the novel I had been reading. Now I'm back to reading the Bible and playing solitaire with the deck of cards I ordered from the commissary. I've brought it up again, but isn't it funny how many men find the Lord once they are incarcerated? I had a visit from Mr. Lockett. He's Mitch Stone's partner and friends with Corey Strolla. Corey Strolla is the man who ultimately defended him in the first trial. Corey attended the second trial, but never got up, and you could tell that Corey and Michael Dunn didn't like each other. Michael Dunn is an arrogant fuck. That's how all it is. Arrogant. And there were times, I'm sure, Corey Stroller said, don't do this, dude, and he did it anyway. Corey Stroller had enough, but he did appreciate the paycheck. Okay, he, back to the attorney, Mr. Lockett, mentioned in passing that I had made no mention of a gun to you, based on your testimony to the prosecutors. He asked what I had told you, and I then realized that we hadn't really discussed what happened, as we were more concerned with whether or not anyone was hurt. If you were more concerned with whether or not anyone was hurt, wouldn't you have called the police? You would have stayed at the scene, dick. They left. They're gone. You would have, I said this last night, you would have run inside freaking out. This kid just had a gun. Dude's just a racist. Okay. So I moved my finger when I got all worked up. Let me find where I am. He asked what I had told you, and then I realized we hadn't really discussed what happened. Oh, I already said that. Right. Let me assure you, just as I told the detectives who first interviewed me in Melbourne, something redacted, and later Mitch Stone, there was a weapon. I cannot say for sure what it was, as I only saw the top portion of the barrel. To me, it looked like a shotgun. Between his repeated statements to the effect of, I should kill that motherfucker. Remember, Mike Dunn likes his quotes, too. Quotes and happy faces. Those are his things. I'm going to kill that MFer, and you're dead bitch. Those threats, coupled with a visible weapon, prompted me to take action. No, I think that it annoyed you that a 17-year-old kid was talking back to you. You drove into that situation already thinking you were better than that kid simply because of the color of your skin. And that is so clear by everything I've learned about you, jerk. It's not like he's ever going to see this. You know what? It wouldn't surprise me if our government started giving incarcerated people iPads with Wi-Fi, because it's not fair. They're cut off from society, right? Okay, I'll stop. I'm sorry. While his words and actions are burned into my memory, and that's why that dude sleeps at night, because he knows this whole thing he said is garbage. I cannot recall if I ever conveyed the details of my decision-making to you. It was probably as simple as, he threatened to kill me, and we left it at that. For this reason, I've asked you to write down the events of that tragic evening while it is relatively fresh in your mind. You should record it just as you remember it. I am giving you details now to cast aside any doubts you may have with, and then all redacted. So I'll tell you what that means. So I have to go back inside. You're going to have to deal with the light. I have sweat now floating through my little teeny A-cup boobs. And they might be B-cups, but that's just not fun. Okay. The reason all of that is redacted is because he was telling her what to say. He was dumbing it down, trying to make it look as if these were original facts he gave her November 23rd, the night it happened. He does claim that he said he was unaware that the jail read all his mail. I believe you signed something in jail. Okay, I've been to jail. Yeah, it's a little embarrassing. But way back in my 20s, a couple of drunken publics. And so that was, almost 30 years ago. And I believe then that I signed something that said, everything you're doing is being recorded and we're keeping track of it. When you go to make the little phone call, there's a big sign right there that says this is being recorded. Now that I don't remember personally, but I've watched enough jail phone calls that I know that. Oh, look. More retraction. This dude is a piece of junk. Okay. I resume. Baby. Creepy. I know we'll have plenty of time to discuss this once I am back home. but that may still be weeks from now. And I do not want you to be losing sleep or worried about what was left unsaid in the aftermath. I do know that Rhonda Rauer ended up having to go get on mental medicine. I don't know if depression. She had to go get on meds because this whole situation was affecting her life. I guarantee she wasn't sleeping. She either gained weight or she lost weight. One or the other, because she was either overeating or not eating. Duh. I apologize. Y'all aren't dumb. You figured that one out. But this messed with this woman. Can you even imagine? Oh, my goodness. God bless her. Again, she dodged a bullet getting rid of this man. If you know Rhonda Rauer, have her be in touch. I want to interview her. Very good-looking woman. Curious to see what she looks like now. Anyway, okay. Please keep sending your positive thoughts out. As you say, there are many lives affected by this tragedy, not just ours. Okay, did you pick up on that? As Rhonda has to remind him, it's not just our lives. There are many lives. The other 3 guys in the car, their entire life, they're going to hear something, and it's going to flash them back to a gunshot. Hello, PTSD. Goodness. But I can tell by the way he wrote that she's always reminding him, hey, it's not just us that are affected. My telephone. So should we be doing a telephone like this now? Okay. Even in the police interview, all he talked about was he didn't want to lose his freedom. He just had a new puppy. He never mentioned one thing about, I wouldn't want a 17-year-old to lose his life. This guy's exactly where he should be. Okay. He has a little poor grammar here, so I'm just going to clean it up. Wanted to also let you know that when I am crying on the phone with you, it is due to the overwhelming sense of love that washes over me. No, it's not. It's because you are lying. This woman is supporting the hell out of you, and you know you're lying to her. And the guilt is coming out, and you're thinking, man, oh my goodness, I'm lying. That's your guilt, your conscience. You have a conscience. There are people who don't have a conscience. Lacey Spears sits in front of the little 48 hours cameras. I was tested for Munchausen. I didn't have it. No, you weren't, bitch. Come on, man. I did not do it. Well, she may sit in prison for the rest of her life if she doesn't ever admit guilt. There are people like that. Perry March, he's a dude who killed his wife 20 or 30 years ago in Tennessee. It was a really big case, and I remember that one too. Okay. I am so fortunate to have you in my life. Yes, you are, Dick. And thank God she left. I'm lucky to have the love of my mom and dad too. Yes, you are, because they paid all your attorney's fees. I was fine, not crying, when they visited until they told me how much they love me. Waterworks. In a loveless environment, hearing someone tell you that you're loved and valued is a bit overwhelming. I can understand that. Plus, remember, this dude had to be put in segregation. So he was spending 23 hours a day by himself. He was allowed out to have a shower. They brought his meals. I assume there's a little flap in the door, and they pushed his meals through. He was by himself. He had to. And the blacks wanted to kill him, and my goodness, I'm with the blacks. People wanted to kill him because he was wrong. It doesn't matter if he's white or who's black. None of it. He was wrong. In the letter I read in my previous video, I'll link it below, you refer to the group, the blacks and the whites. It makes me uncomfortable. Actually, okay, you ready for this one? On a lighter subject, I will stop blaming you, underlined, capitalized, for all the hair in the shower. So I don't know how much of this dude's personality you've watched, but I can hear it now. And he walks out bitching at her because there's hair in the shower. Fucking get some toilet paper, clean it up, and shut the hell up, dick. Man, I call him a dick a lot. I comb my hair, and I have to clean the comb out due to all the tufts coming out of my head. If this keeps up, I will be bald in 5 years. I will try to make the thumbnail a picture of him in his first trial and his second trial. The hair is more gray and is quite a bit thinner there. But I'll put this picture in the thumbnail also. The father has a permanent frown. I can't do it. Like that. Michael Dunn doesn't quite have that, but he's getting close, which means when he is his father's age, he's going to be... And I mean, the guy's just sitting there, and this is what his face looks like. That must stink. I do hope I can keep the hair 5 more years. So I keep wondering to myself, when will the rose smell begin? You remember that twit, Sarah Boone, who zipped her boyfriend up in the laundry basket, I was going to say, in the suitcase? That's her. That just... When will reality start appearing? To me, that just ran here. Because right now, all I smell is shit. Well, you're in prison, dude. Or jail. I cannot imagine a single good thing that could possibly come from this. That doesn't really make sense to me. I cannot imagine a single good thing that could possibly come from this. Well, to me, a single good thing is if you get to go home. So I don't understand his sentence there. I lie awake at night wondering about those 3 other men. You mean the 2 other boys and the kid who was 22? Right here. He's using gaslighting to remind her that these guys were men. They weren't 17-year-old boys. So Tommy Storns was 22. The other 2 were 17. They're kids. They're fucking kids. This is gaslighting. He's gaslighting Rhonda. I'm hoping that this was God's plan to save them or others from the one. What does that mean? It doesn't even... Okay. Somehow, there has to be a meaning to what happened. I think that's his way of saying those 3 guys didn't get killed in typical way thugs would get killed, so the Lord was watching out for them. Again. Do you want to vomit? I do. When I don't feel well, I can vomit and feel great. Jerry Seinfeld was the opposite way. I think he went 19 years without vomiting. Okay. So write to me and tell me about the happy things you do throughout the day. I'll tell you. She doesn't have to see you. There's a happy thing. Don't agonize over your words too much, but know that I will read them over and over. I wouldn't mind getting a letter from any of our friends either, even though mail is delivered at 5 a.m. Yes, 5 a.m. Another stupid happy face. What 45-year-old man writes happy faces? If you haven't done so already, stop by blank and let the girls know I'm okay. It's redacted. I'm going to assume his daughters are in school now, so stop. Anyway, I'm sure blank will get word back to blank. But guess it's in my phone if you wanted to tell her. So he's trying to get Rhonda to reach out to someone. Rhonda can't get access to his phone. His phone's in police custody. So he must just have not thought that one all the way through. Oh, you don't have your designated driver anymore, so stick to one, please. That is another example of gaslighting in a roundabout way. He's letting her know that without him, she can't have as much fun as normal. He's also saying, you drink too much, and if not for me... That's what that is. That is an underhanded diss to this woman who at this point, it's only 2 weeks, she's still standing by him. Why would you diss her at all over that, you jerk? Back to the letter. I am so achy and sore. I like a firm mattress and all. But this is a bit extreme. Oh no. I sure miss my recliner and comfy bed, not to mention my heater, in quotes. And then in parentheses he says, that's you. That grosses me out to think about him hugging on anybody. Of all things to... Okay, get ready for this. Have I told you this dude's an arrogant fuck? Because he is. Oh, he's racist also. Of all things to let me keep, would you believe I get to wear my own shoes? I have to be the only guy here sporting brand new Nikes. With shoelaces, even. What? What a dick. I will write to you every day that I can. I have my ups and downs. Trying not to feel sorry for myself and the situation I am in. When I get down, my thoughts turn to you and I perk back up. I love you and I miss you. Michael David. So they were still engaged at the first trial. I have no idea how long they broke up. I did actually spend real time to try to find it and I couldn't. But again, I'm not on Facebook, so I'm not able to search people and get into their details, but thank God she dropped him. Okay, if you're still watching right now, I am shocked. Please hit like, hit subscribe, and remember, God bless America. Please pray for our country. Pray for our president as well. Take care. Thank you.